Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and to you guys that actually educate I, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's dive in today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok. It has actually gone viral where a lot of black people are boycotting a certain company that treated black people so badly. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip because we are boycotting these products. This is just too much. I'm just gonna roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational, informative purposes, guys. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into it.
Story time of me working for Eban New York as the only black person in corporate. Honestly, y'all, it took a lot out of me to even make this video. It's been 3 months since I left the job. They actually fired me. Wrongful termination, but we'll get to that. It has just been a very long journey. Eban New York is a very popular beauty brand. They are very known for their 24-hour edge controls. I'll put it right here. And they're also very known for their wig sprays. So hairstylists, listen up. Because a lot of you, even if you're not a hairstylist, if you're a black woman, black people in general, listen up, because I was treated so horribly, guys. Like, I would go to the bathroom every day at work and cry. It was to the point where I just couldn't take it anymore. That's how bad it was. So I initially seen a job posting on LinkedIn for being their content creator, basically like the face of the brand. Just do like a quick couple of videos for them. So the HR lady, the company's very small, if that, like, the company is like 80 people or whatever, so there was only one HR person at the time. And this lady, she reached out to me on LinkedIn and she was like, oh, can you come in for an interview? Like, we would love to talk to you. So I'm like, yeah, sure. So I go in there and she's just like telling me all about the brand, and I realized that she kept saying like, oh, we're trying to make it more diverse in the office. We're trying to make it, she just kept saying that, we're just trying to make it more diverse in the office. So I'm just looking around and I'm like, well, there are a lot of Korean people. How are you guys doing this? Like, what do you mean? There's no black people at all? So she's showing me like, oh, they have like in-house beauty hairstylers, nail techs, lash techs, whatever, and they test out the products. They're not on a corporate side though. I didn't know this. I'm just thinking like, oh, okay, so I see some black women in the office, cool. So I'm looking around, it's just nothing but Korean people. That still didn't bother me because I still seen like some black women in the office. So I'm like, cool, it doesn't matter. So she seen my resume and she was like, how do you feel about actually working full-time as a marketer, social media marketer? And I'm just like, yeah, that's fine. Like, I could come into the office every day and, do marketing. That's what I went to school for, communications and marketing. So I took on a job. And the first day that I went to work, they was just basically showing me how to do stuff, what websites they use and things like that. So I'm already ready to make my first video, post it on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. Wow. I edited this video and I posted it right before I left. And I noticed that it was going viral within 3 hours. Like, as soon as I posted it, it was going up. So I'm like, I'm getting excited because I'm like, oh, this is my first day and I'm already, showing off, like doing my job. And I was looking at it all night. That's how excited I was. I kept scrolling, going on their page and looking at the video, like I'm doing my big one. It was around 8 p.m. that I realized that the video was deleted. So I'm like, what's going on? I was reading the comments the whole time, y'all. Everyone was laughing at the video. They were saying whoever's on the marketing team needs a raise. They were saying all these positive things, right? So I go into work the next morning, and as I'm walking to my desk, I have to pass my supervisor's desk, and I have to pass another coworker that thought she was my supervisor. Let's get into that. We could get into that, but I'm gonna just keep going. So I'm going to my desk, and I see that my coworker is showing my supervisor the video that I posted on TikTok from the account or whatever. So I'm like, they're just like literally looking at it or whatever, like reading the comments. And I'm like, hey, good morning. Yeah, why did the video delete? And all I know is that they looked at me and they were just like, there was too many negative comments. So then I go on the account and I, look at the comments. I'm like, there's no negative comments. Someone was saying like, oh, the person that posted it, like the marketing team, the company better be black owned or something like that, because the video was funny. It was about SZA, I think it was. Like, it was about a black person doing a wig. It was some creative thing that I did. It was just all jokes, and it was good for marketing. So I was like, there's no negative comments here. And I felt some type of way, because I'm like, it was my first day. I made a video go viral. Y'all needed help going viral and keep marketing these products and stuff, and I'm over here doing it on the first day, and y'all trying to figure out one little thing. Y'all see one little comment that says something a little negative to y'all, and y'all want to delete it. That's not how this works. Like, yeah, we gotta get some tough skin around here if y'all want to keep going up in this company. So I let that slide. But ever since that day, I realized like everyone was just in competition with me. I don't know if that makes sense, but it was just like they were no longer trying to teach me anything. They were no longer First of all, I realized, let me just backtrack. Ever since that day, they had started speaking Korean the whole time in the office, in the marketing room. Korean. I had no conversation with them. They would speak to me whenever they told me to just do something. They would have meetings in full-blown Korean. Even the CEO would come in and speak in Korean. And nobody thought to even, look and be like, oh, let's just speak in English for now. We do have a black lady here that's just not Korean, and she doesn't know anything that we're saying. So I just started feeling uncomfortable. I'm like, there's no way that everybody was speaking English in the beginning, the first day that I was there, being very nice. And now all of a sudden, everyone's just speaking Korean the whole time, giggling, looking at me, laughing about things. And I have no idea what any of them are saying. So
David, what you got going on over there? Cause baby, you know what? So you were pushing this on your page, trying to make it seem like you was really catering to us. And you mistreated your only black employee. Y'all, I've been having my wig on all day, because that's the only product I use is this man product. Good God almighty. Not 5 million to 10 million a year, baby. We done put some money in these motherfucker pockets, baby. We done put so much money in David's pocket. But y'all know what the crazy part about this? If we, the black people, was to stop shopping with these motherfuckers, they would be nothing. Let me tell you something about black folk. Baby, we buy shit. When we see it, we buy it. Baby, we like the flex. Half of the time we buy shit we probably can't even really afford, but we love to look good. And one thing about it, the hair business make billions off of black people. Cause baby, let's keep it real. Half of them white tee folk, baby, they buy their shit off Canal Street. Baby, half they shit be knocked off. But anyway, let's get to the point. The reason why these non-black companies make so much money off us is because we don't support each other. We don't. We'll always make an excuse. Well, these type of companies, it's more convenient. We can go to the beauty supply store and buy their stuff with ease. Well, I just purchased this woman's stuff today. Everybody been talking about her edge control. They said she got some fire edge control, and I can't wait to get it. And let's keep it a buck. Black people don't like to see other black people make it, especially further than them. You got so many people can't even be real good content creators because they too busy watching other people views. Instead of realizing like, man, it's money for everybody. There are plenty of black owned hair businesses that y'all can shop with. Baby, you want some hair glue? Here you go. If you want some wig, come on. Bow hole lace, this woman been sell her out. God damn it. Baby, I'm sacrificing not putting that wig on today. I'm gonna find something else to put on. I'm gonna go ahead and order that bowl. Behold. I just put that in my car. I'm gonna buy her shit today. It would be so amazing if we just start buying that shit. And they gonna really realize who they target audience is. Black people. But y'all put y'all thoughts in the comment. What y'all think about this, man? They really did that young lady wrong, like on some, like they really did with what they did with her, like did to her, and it's a real sad situation. But y'all gotta start letting these companies like lowball y'all. One company just hit me up and offered me $10 for me to post their shit. $10 motherfucking dollars. I told them they can take that $10 and shove it up their goddamn ass. Cause baby, I ain't looking for no handout, no free shit, baby. Pay me what I weigh. But what y'all think? Let's talk about it.
Now, Eben, I waited on you. I gave you more than enough time to clear this shit up, okay? That video that been viral for the past 3, going on probably 4 days or maybe even longer, and nobody came forward to talk about to clear this up. You're done. Because I would hate to believe, you know what? I don't want to believe that this company that is pretty much funded by black and brown melanated people you're racist towards. I can't believe it.
This is one of those moments when you have to realize how powerful the black dollar is. Did you know it takes 6 hours for black dollars to circulate out of black hands? So a lot of other races, not racists, but races, they make products and market them to black people, to us, because they know that we use and need these things, and they can beat us to the punch, and like we're not going to have the companies ourselves because of the system that we come in, which that's a whole other situation. But if you're black, you know what I'm talking about. So we need to boycott this company, Eban New York. The audacity, the racism, just the total and utter disregard for this not only beautiful but extremely talented woman working in this corporate office for Eban New York. The total disregard for her safety, for her well-being, for her excellence in her role. Why did you even hire her? To put her in, like, what? And on top of the fact that I think a lot of companies also hire marketers or people that are just really good at marketing, especially social media, especially TikTok, and they don't understand that there are certain jokes that are funny to this generation. Like, we put faces on bottles and like do all kinds of crazy, quirky little things because it's just a new type of humor, and a lot of them don't get it. And those are the videos that do the best. That's why Ryanair and Duolingo and what all companies that kind of take that approach do so well on social media platforms such as TikTok. She was doing a remarkable job. I'm sickened. I'm flabbergasted. I'm appalled. You need to go watch her video. Watch the series. It's only 4 videos as of right now. Share it, comment on it, support her, because we are absolutely going to war for this one. Because no, absolutely not.
I heard we boycotting Eban. I hope y'all just know after this boycott, y'all cannot keep using that product. Because if y'all know anything about corporate Korean, is that them motherfuckers are petty. When I mean petty, they are petty. Downright petty and do not care. They will literally do some foul shit in your face, smile at you, say they did it and not care. Even if it's illegal. You will never get an apology out of them. I bet you not. You'll probably get the most fakest one, but I promise you, you're not gonna get an apology. This whole blocking the comments, this whole not responding, don't you use that product, because I swear to God, they're gonna come back. Probably, maybe they are gonna do a little apology, but that formula will never be the same. They are going to sacrifice their company, name it something else, let y'all use this product and put something that's gonna make our hair fall out. I would not put it past them. If you literally dabble into Korean corporate and Korean drama and Korean true crime, you will definitely agree with what I'm saying. So don't throw your Eban away. Keep it. Just don't buy no more. Don't buy it. I was gonna be on that little baby powder commercial talking about we all got cancer.
I'm about to state an unpopular opinion. You may not agree, but that's not the point. I just think this is a perspective that not a lot of people are talking about with regards to the Eban controversy. If you haven't heard about it, essentially, Eban is a brand owned by non-black people, predominantly Korean folk, and they market to black people. And TikTok went viral recently about the one black employee they had and how they treated her really poorly. Honestly, to be completely honest, it frustrates me that anyone is surprised. I mean, really? A brand that's been around since 2014, it's been around for 10 years, and only now decided to employ a black person, and you're surprised they treated them poorly. A brand that distributes through beauty supply stores where the staff follow us around like criminals. Despite catering specifically to our demographic, they treat our demographic extremely poorly. I mean, none of this is new. And then when stories like this one come up, which obviously are really sad to hear, everybody gets really upset about it. But like, why weren't you upset yesterday? We knew this already. This is not news. I'm gonna put up a post with some Eban alternatives that are black owned. I mean, I personally don't use Eban. I use the Osis Slayer Edge Slayer, which is black owned and honestly better, and I'll talk about it in another video. But what I will say, which again is probably controversial, is that outrage doesn't last very long. This energy that we're all sharing in, which, you know, I'm a little bit outraged too, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not sustainable. And if we wanna make it such that we sustainably start shopping black more, we're gonna have to come together and brainstorm ways to make doing that more convenient. One of the main challenges is that it's hard for black-owned brands to get distribution in stores. So I really urge people to be more open to shopping online. And that means paying attention to when your products are about to run out, so you're not in a pinch and forced to go to the beauty supply store at the last minute. Comment below with any of your tips on how to shop black more conveniently.
Here's Eban's VP of Human Resources. His name is David Yoon, so do with that what you will. Because the audacity to think that y'all could openly disrespect a black woman and think people will still support your raggedy, tired products. Mrs. Park is supposed to be the marketing coordinator, Susie Che is supposed to be the HR generalist, and Miss Choi here is supposed to be the marketing assistant manager. The gag is they're currently hiring. They're looking for somebody charismatic to create content so they can probably abuse them in the same fashion that they did our good sis. Now, I definitely don't think anyone should apply, as I would never advise anybody to go into a hostile, abusive, raggedy work environment, but please use the email address below to let your voices be heard. Send your complaints to resumes@ebannewyork.com, and please use their organizational chart seen here to make sure that your grievances get to the right department. Bye.
By now, we've all seen the video of the black woman who tells her story about the racial discrimination and injustice that she received while working at Eban or Eban, however you pronounce that hair company's name, and how that company treated her. As a Korean American, I think it's essential to have open conversations about uncomfortable issues, whether that's addressing racism, discrimination, or cultural misunderstandings. And dialogue is crucial for growth and understandings. While these conversations can be difficult, they are necessary for creating positive change and fostering greater empathy and acceptance within our community. And as a Korean American, I think it's so important for us to talk about why Korean-owned beauty stores can be problematic. While these businesses are often a part of our community, it's crucial to address the issues of cultural appropriation, exploitation, and lack of representation that can arise from these Korean beauty supply stores. And by discussing these issues openly, we can work towards creating more equitable and inclusive spaces within our own community and beyond. In this post, I want to talk about how it came to be that Koreans owned beauty supply brands and how this whole thing intersects with that lady's video and her treatment from Koreans. It's no secret that black hair products are run largely by South Koreans, and it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Korean Americans cornered this market decades ago by controlling the manufacturing, distribution, and retail sale of hair extensions and wigs, which has been the moneymaker for the hair industry. And unfortunately, these Korean wholesalers will shut out black hair owners and will only supply those to Korean retailers instead. So let's take it back to how this all began, how Koreans took over the beauty supply industry and hair industry. Koreans own many black beauty supply stores due to historical reasons and economic opportunities. In the late 70s and 1980s, many Korean immigrants who faced a lot of language and cultural barriers found entrepreneurships in black neighborhoods to be a viable option. This was also a time that black hair care products were becoming popular and very profitable. Korean immigrants who were already familiar with the retail and distribution industry began to dominate this market specifically. But why specifically Koreans? Why did Koreans go into this hair market? Well, hair collectors traveled the countryside of South Korea, offering cash to or even bartering women and girls in exchange for their hair. Hair was bundled and sold to wholesalers who then resold it to wig factories. Wig manufacturing is labor intensive. The hair must be combed and sorted for length. If the hair is natural, it's also got to be disinfected, washed, curled, and dyed. Finally, the hair is sewn into a cloth netting. And yet these wage imbalances allowed wigs to be made in South Korea and imported to the United States and then sold at large markups. And in the 1960s, the wig business and the explosion of wig business in South Korea was instrumental in understanding the Korean ownership of Korean beauty supply stores. For instance, YH Trade Wig Manufacturing Company, whose founder, Young Ho Chang, came up with the idea to make wigs and sell them. His company exported $100 million worth of wigs between the years of 1965 to 1978. That's a lot. And the wig business was doing so well, especially amongst African American consumers, that in 1965, the Korean wig merchants joined together and convinced the Korean government to outlaw the export of raw hair. This ban made it so that one can only buy the pre-made wigs and extensions. In other words, Korean hair could only be manufactured in Korea. And several years later, the United States government created a ban on any wig that contains hair from China, effectively putting South Korea in prime position to exploit the market. And this essentially helped set up many Korean entrepreneurs in the sale of wigs and hair, and has fueled them to evolve into full-fledged beauty stores where hair extensions and wigs represent the top selling products. And generations of Korean Americans have duplicated this business model, because if one business is doing well, then it must be a good market. And that's where we see the boom of Asian-owned beauty supply stores. Today, there are over 9,000 Korean-owned beauty supply stores serving a multi-million-dollar market for black hair. Between manufacturing, distributing, and selling hair care products, Koreans appear to control all major components. There are only 4 central distributors serving beauty supply stores in the country, and these Korean-owned distributors heavily discriminate against black store owners. And the relationship between Korean Americans and African Americans is complex and multifaceted, especially in the beauty supply and hair supply industry. And I couldn't make this video without talking about the LA riots of 1992 and the Korean American store owner who shot Letitia Harlins. If you don't know, Letitia Harlins was a 15-year-old African American girl who was fatally shot by Korean American store owner Soon Ja-do, a Korean American convenience store owner, on March 16, 1991 in Los Angeles, California. The shooting occurred just 13 days after Rodney King was beat by LAPD officers, and that incident sparked widespread outrage and protests. The tragic encounter between Latasha and Soon took place after an altercation over a bottle of orange juice, during which Soon accused Latasha, of attempting to steal the juice. But security footage showed Harlins holding money in her hand, but Soon grabbed her backpack, and then Latasha punched her. And as she turned to leave, the store owner shot her in the back of the head, killing her instantly. The store owner was charged with murder, but during her trial, she argued that she believed that Latasha was attempting to steal and that she acted in self-defense, as we've heard many times before when it comes to African Americans being killed by self-defense. The jury, however, convicted Du of voluntary manslaughter, a charge that carried a maximum of sentence of 16 years in prison. However, the judge sentenced Du to probation, community service, and a small fine, a decision that outraged a lot of people in the black community. The death of Latasha Harlins remains a symbol of racial injustice and the strained relations between Korean Americans and the African American community. And unfortunately, we still see the racial injustice and strained relations between the African American community and Korean American community in beauty supply stores and any Korean-owned store where there are African-American customers, and this has to be stopped. I stopped shopping at Korean-owned beauty supply stores a few years ago because I felt uncomfortable supporting an industry where my own community had a lot of prejudice and racial discrimination, and it bothered me to see my own people involved in an industry where they often lacked understanding and empathy for their African American customers. If you are a Black beauty and or hair care business owner, I'd love to support you and your business. Please feel free to comment below and share your business with me and others.
Do you guys know why Eban or Eban will, or any of these companies will never ever stop being racist? Click on one of those boycott Eban videos and just read the comments. Just read them, because what really wrong with
Like, seriously, lovely, if you're actually going to treat someone in that manner, why are you employing the person? Are you employing this person to actually humiliate this person? So you actually, place an ad for employ years, like, to employ people. These people decided to, think of their CVs and all of that, and you ended up employing one person, and she decided to do her job. Like, she decided to do her job, and you saw this job is going viral, all because of some little. I don't even say anything negative about. I hope this is just something about content creation. Content creation doesn't mean that you are going to have a lot of positive, comments and all of that. There are some other, funny, comments, and some people this is just how it is. This shouldn't give you the room to actually treat a Black woman that way. We all know how these people are and all of that. We all know how they think that, they're superior, privilege, and all of that. But this was just too much. How can you employ someone and decide to humiliate this person? And how do you feel the person's self-esteem will be? Definitely deteriorated. Seriously. Like, this is absolutely not acceptable. A lot of people are trying to okay, we have to, boycott Eban and all of that. There are so many of these companies who treat these Black women such way. Some of them will even go to the extent of calling them bitter, of calling them arrogant, of calling them sort of names, all because they feel that they are in a position to actually treat you worse off than yourself. This is just ridiculous. Like, you are employing someone and this person is actually doing their job. You decide to this is one thing I used to talk about. I used to talk about how these people actually envy. There's a video I posted, I actually reacted to it, where a brother was talking about how white people, pen color people actually envy Black people. They don't really hate ATRs, but they envy. These people also have something like that. Just imagine you employed someone and this person is already progressing just on the first day of work. Instead of you to applaud this person, like, oh my god, praise this person, just one day your video is already going viral and all of that. But because you felt that, oh, why would she go this viral? Why? Who is she? Like, you're already getting jealous of this person. You're already getting, intimidated by this person, as if oh, this person is actually gonna prove way in the social media aspect of the company and all of that. You're already getting so jealous of this person's progress without even seeing the outcome first. This is one thing about, corporates like this. Most of them might just do this out of jealousy, they don't expect it to go this viral because, it's coming from a Black woman. Anything that's coming from, Black people or people of my own type of skin, they don't expect something excellent. Because I wouldn't see the reason why you gave a job to someone and this person is actually delivering then you get angry and delete this person's hard work. Do you know what it takes to get such millions of views in just 3 hours? Do you know the efforts she have to put through? Do you know the practice, the content, the ideas she have to put through in order for her to get to such, progress? And you are now getting so worked up, you are getting so angry, jealous, and agitated. Then you decide that, okay, I put it in there because of some silly comments and all of that. I am not, I do not think that this has to do with the comment of the videos. This has to do with the individual. This has to do with the person, that is actually doing the job perfectly. They are not comfortable that she just got to the company the first day at work. She's already out there. You think that everything is just going out well for her. You think most of them will be so happy about this? Like, some of them will prefer, maybe at the first day at work, you are not doing well. People are criticizing you, and before you know it, you are humiliated. But she also did well. She did well in her job. She was getting views and all of that. They decided, since they can't get her through this, they will also get her through the other means. They decided to use the comment thing. Like, what kind of a thing is this? And another funny thing of it is that they relieve her of her job, and now they are looking for more people to employ and relieve of their jobs. And they even have the audacity to put up some, black models and all of that, so as to convince us that it's actually, dominated with black people and all of that. Like, seriously, you do not like a particular set of people or a particular set of race of people, but you keep on selling their hair products. You keep on selling or marketing their hair products. Like, why is it that these people, you don't like, black people, you don't want to have anything to do with them, but you enjoy their money? I was thinking, when you don't like someone, you wouldn't like everything that has to do with that person. Why would you not like someone, but you will like the benefit that comes from that person? Like, is this not witchcraft? Is it not witchcraft? Like, seriously, you don't like a particular set of people, even only one person that decided to, okay, let me just do this thing here. You are treating this person so bad, instead of you to treat this person so well, so that your company can actually grow further, so that your company can actually go up. But no, you decided that, okay, we already made names for ourselves. We'll just, employ a random black woman and, humiliate her and, discard her, bring another person, and you keep. Do you know that it takes a very, someone that is just like this lady to come out and expose this? Like, at the outside, they were all goody, even products, oh my god, hypes. But inside, the way they treat these people that they sell their products to, it will make me to question the ingredients they put in those products. Like, seriously, like, this is just ridiculous. For you to sell things out there for people that you think that you dislike, what makes you think that these people and the product they use in this is actually even safe for black women? Because, come on, this is something that we also have to think about. If you can treat someone like you actually sell products to in this manner, what makes you think that the product is just 100% safe? This is what black women need to also check out for. This is why we are calling out for, black-owned businesses, because this is the way it is in products and services. This is how it's all everywhere. Even in the healthcare sector, they don't care. They don't care the kind of product they use. They don't care the ingredients they might put in there. That might not even be good on our hair, but we keep on, buying it. Oh, hope it can hold our edges well. Let's just put it on. We don't know what ingredient inside. They might put something else and still tell you that, oh my god, that is the ingredient we just added. Like, this is something that we just have to look into. I know that, black women have a very hard time, starting up their own brand because of, everything that has to do with black people. All the sacrifices that has to do with black people. So because of that, we are not opportune to have a very, big capital to start up stuff like this, and do ours, because these people can go to any extent. If they can physically abuse someone like this, what makes you think that they might not actually be using the product that we thought that they would be using, and so-called product that they put out there for us to purchase? This is another thing we all need to look into. You can't dislike people, but you like their money. You can't dislike people, but you want to use their stuff, but you want them to use your stuff. You want to use their money. Their money is what's keeping you. You can't dislike people and keep eating from them. This is just basic witchcraft. This is just basic witchcraft. Seriously. A lot of black women just need to maybe come together and do something. It might save us a lot. We don't know the reason why there are so many illnesses out there. We don't know what's ingredient that's been in the products we use. Because I don't understand why someone wouldn't like somebody, but you are selling something to that person in order to get this person's money. Seriously, this is something that I cannot even digest. Why would you even employ someone like that? You don't like this person. You decided that I'll just employ her, make her life miserable. There's no point. But out there, it looks as if, oh my God, everything is just rosy inside. They become so good out there, but inside the way they treat their oh my goodness, this is just so ridiculous. This is very bad. And to think of they are selling this out to the to the public. You dislike someone, but you like this person's money. Like, what? Seriously, this is absolutely not acceptable. And after everything, they have to relieve her of her job. For what? Why will you make someone feel so? Just imagine you are in a room alone, like they are all black people, and you are as a Asian or Korean person, you're only the person in this room, and all other black people are just speaking a particular language that is just meant for black people. And how would you feel as an only Korean person there? Do you think you feel very comfortable at your workplace? Do you think you feel energized, or because of the jealousy, or because you feel that this person has come to become a star? The more we want to rise up our head, the more we want to get up there and rise up our head, the more these people try as much as they can to suppress us and keep us in a leverage. They don't want you to be better than them. They just want to keep on being in control. After their masters have taught them, they want to continue from where their masters stopped. This actually remind me of a video I posted, which I reacted to, about this sweet Korean company that they went all the way to Africa to open a Korean supermarket. And they decided that these African people don't have access to such supermarket. You want to open a supermarket that you intend only Korean people to visit. Why won't you push the supermarket to take it to Korea? So why going to Africa to do such a thing? Why going to Africa to do such a thing? To show the level of dislike they have for black people. You as a black person can't even walk into such to shop. But when the table is flipped, like a black person going to Korea to open an African store, and decide that non-Korean should get inside the store, and you are in Korean, people who do something will not want to think about, okay, what if I am in these shoes? And they think that it's just normal to do it because they feel that, okay, black people can take anything, they deserve it. And yesterday I just posted a video of Asian woman talking about how we exaggerate a lot during slavery, that everybody was enslaved. And you should have had to, seriously, this is just too much. This is just how they are. They believe that, okay, you're as a black person, you're automatically a slave. Seriously, you'll be treated so badly. Because of the color of his skin. Okay, let's assume it was actually a Korean person that that was employed, and they said video with the comments and all of that. Are they gonna tell me that they will treat this Korean person just the way they treated this black woman? Like the video will be deleted and they will just turn against her? Come off it. Sometimes you want to do something, you should think about the consequences. You should think, okay, what if the table was turned? And boycotting this product is just the best. To actually tell them that you people are producing this thing for us. You are producing this thing for us. So you should be able to treat our sisters nicely, not in a disrespectful manner. Just the way they treated the sister. Like, this is so bad. This will have effect in her. It just takes the kind of person she is, courageous to actually even come out here to speak up. Because apart from her, there are other people in her own position that go stuff like this in their workplaces. So boycotting this product will be as an example to impending happening to other people that felt that this was a very good idea or this was a very good thing to do to someone of my own. Seriously. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment or whatsoever. We're just here for informative and educational purposes, guys. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. If you have watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes, guys. So please, why not just share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.